Just as I was about to hit publish on a rumors video on the Pixel 9, Google have just announced out of nowhere that they have their Made by Google event happening in August, which is wild because this is 2 months early and we never see a Google event in August, but they have even given us a little teaser of what this Pixel 9 might look like. It's a short video, but we can see that we have a new camera housing, which is being rumoured for and we've spoken about for a couple of months. You can see that there's a new design as well of the Pixel 9 Pro, and it has that boxy feel again, which we've spoken about for the last couple of months. And even the invitation that went out has promised that we are going to see the best of Google AI, Android software and the Pixel portfolio of devices. So it feels like this is the right time to put together a video about everything that we know about the Pixel 9s, because Google has pretty much just confirmed that they're coming in August. We've seen rendered images and videos of these phones. We've seen hands-on with cracked ones, hands-on with this screen on, and now we've even had our first glimpse at that Pixel 9 from Google. Let's talk through everything that we might see at the Made by Google event in August. And we'll start with the fact that we could be getting 4 new phones in the Pixel 9 lineup. This will be the Pixel 9, the Pixel 9 Pro, the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and the newly named Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And that's a whole lot of Pixel coming at once. So let's talk about all of them, and we'll start with the vanilla baby Pixel 9. Internally, this is known as Tokay, but to everyone else, this will just be known as the Google Pixel 9. And we have seen renders of this now for a couple of months of what this phone might look like. We've seen that teaser from Google, and we've even seen pictures hands-on with the display turned on. So we're pretty certain that we know what this will look like. And the good news is that it is getting the same redesign as the bigger brothers will get. It will get a new flat side, it will get that new boxy feel, and it will give off very similar design vibes to an iPhone or the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus. It's pretty certain as well that the regular Pixel 9 is going to get a glossy back, and this is something that Google do to kind of differentiate the two phones. The Pixel 8 had a glossy back this year and the Pixel 8 Pro had a matte finish. I'm a bit sad that we might get that glossy back on the Pixel 9s because we got a really nice matte finish on the Pixel 8a. However, Google has to differentiate their phones somehow, and it tends to do it through the back of the phones. In terms of the display size, it's not confirmed, but we can go off the pictures that we've seen already and the side-by-side comparisons of these devices, and we should be getting a 6.2-inch display, which keeps this in line with what we had on that regular Pixel 8 this time round. Chances are we'll still be getting that 120Hz AMOLED display on the Pixel 9, just like we did on the vanilla Pixel 8, but I don't think this is a massive concern for change. It looked really good on this year's phone, and it doesn't seem like it's going to change with the Pixel 9. In terms of what's driving that Pixel 9 and its internals, then we'll start with its storage, and we're going to get 128 gigs of storage, which I think is a really good starting point for a non-Pro phone. I don't think you need much more than that. And then when it comes to RAM, you should be getting 12 gigs of RAM on the Pixel 9, which is more than enough to do bits of gaming, multitasking, and using those AI features that I'm certain will come with some new versions to the Pixel 9. Camera, though, is one part of this phone that we've not really had leaked at all, and what we can go off here is only what we've seen on the back of the device. So we still have 2 cameras, which we assume is going to be the ultra wide and that main, but in terms of the sensor, is it getting an upgrade? Are we going to get better cameras here? We're not actually sure yet, because this is one of those things that Google somehow has kept under wraps. We've of course just seen what that camera redesign should look like when it comes to the Pixel 9s, thanks to Google's teaser on that Google store. But besides that, we don't actually know what's going on the inside of that. In terms of what colors you might get on the Pixel 9, we're seeing some colors that we've seen before, so obsidian and porcelain, but then you're also going to be getting a jade color and a color called peony, which is a kind of pink color, which I think is really nice. And we exclusively leaked these wallpapers on Android Authority, so we know that these are pretty accurate. So in terms of the Pixel 9, that is everything we know. But what if you want one of the bigger boys, one of the Pixel 9 Pros? There's 2 phones this year, apparently, if you believe all the leaks and rumors. We're going to be getting a more compact version of the Pixel 9 Pro, and we're finally going to see the return after a couple of years of the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Now we've just seen that teaser of the Pixel 9 over on the Google store. It confirms almost everything we know about how this phone will look. Now, the regular Pixel 9 internally at Google is known as Cayman, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL is known as Komodo. And again, we have seen some renders for these flying around over the past couple of months, and we've seen those physical photos of these being compared to an iPhone with the displays on and the back of the phones, and it really confirms everything that those renders, leaks and rumors were talking about before we saw these pictures. And that teaser shows us that that redesign is happening. So gone are the rounded edges that we've had for the past couple of years, and we're now going to get that boxy new feel, and I'm here for this. As long as those corners are rounded, which they seem to be, then I'm happy with a nice kind of boxy rounded phone. I just don't like any of those pointy corners like on the S24 Ultra, because they genuinely do hurt after a little while. So having something that's a bit boxy and a bit rounded, I'm here for this. I love the new redesign. The biggest excitement though with the Pro phones, I think this year, is just going to be getting that choice in size. And this is something that we spoke about a while ago now on Android Authority. And with all these leaks and rumors and those hands-on pictures, we're pretty confident that we definitely will get those two phones. And we even pretty much know now the screen sizes of both of those. So for that regular Pro, we should be seeing a nice compact screen size of 6.3 inches, which the XL though, it's going to feel much bigger this year. It's 6.7 inches, but that is just the exact same size as we have now on the Pixel 8 Pro. But comparing it side by side with a smaller version, it will look gigantic, but I'm kind of done with bigger phones, so I'm happy we're going to get a small compact phone. We're going to get a matte finish on the back of the Pixel 9 Pro and the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and I think if you are selling a pro level phone, I think matte is the way forward. So I'm glad Google are continuing with this, because I think that the Pixel 8 Pro had a really nice finish to the back of it. So if they bring that over to the Pixel 9s, I am going to be a happy guy. The colors that we should see are colors that we've seen before, actually. So we're going to get obsidian and porcelain, and we're also going to get the return of hazel. And I'm sure this might be a little bit different to what we saw on the Pixel 7 Pro, but I really liked it. And the new color that we're going to get here is rose. And as I mentioned, that we exclusively reveal these wallpapers on Android Authority. So if you want to download them, then head to the link in the description below. Internally, it's going to be starting at 128 gigs of storage, and we're going to be getting 16 gigs of RAM, which I'm certain it's going to be helping with all of the new Gemini features and AI features that will come to the Pixel 9 Pro and the Pixel 9 Pro XL. The camera specs have been kept under wraps by Google, surprisingly, and we don't really know what's coming. We can only have a look at those pictures and see that we're going to get those three lenses, so the ultra wide, the main and the telephoto. We could see a small bump here in specs of the telephoto and the ultra wide, but it's all pure speculation. We have no idea, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that there's something that we don't know about a Pixel phone for once. There'll be that new camera housing redesign on the back of the Pro and the Pro XL, and sometimes I look at this and think, oh, I really like that. Then I look away and then I look at it again and think, oh, that's really ugly. I'm a bit undecided about this one. Let me know, what do you think about this in the comments below? What do you think of the new camera redesign? Now, in terms of price, we can only speculate what we might see. Now, the Pixel 9 could start from around about $799. Then the Pixel 9 Pro could be at $999. And then for that new Pixel 9 Pro XL, it could be at $1,199. But we don't know yet. This is one thing that hasn't leaked as well. So it's pure speculation, but we will see these phones at that August event in California, which was a surprise. But this is now something that we can get excited about because it really isn't that far away. There is one more phone that we should be seeing near the end of the year, and that is a fourth Google Pixel 9, which is called the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold, or the Pixel Fold 2. It'll have been 18 months since we saw the original Fold, and it might seem like a long wait, but it actually could be worth it. We saw a few renders here and there of this, and we broke the story on the name change of the Pixel Fold. And it could be getting a nice camera redesign, moving those cameras from the center of the Pixel Fold to the top corner of the Pixel Fold. We at Android Authority revealed these leaked images that show that small redesign coming to the Pixel Pro Fold. And what could this mean? Well, it could indicate more powerful sensors and camera hardware is on the way. But again, we've seen very little leaked information about what the Pixel 9 Pro Fold will actually have spec-wise. Something that was confirmed by Ross Young though on Twitter was display sizes, and we're going to get a bit of a bump here. So that cover display will jump to 6.2 inches supposedly, which is something I think we can all live with, and then that folded display will jump to 8 inches, and This might not be technically a bigger display, but what they might do here at Google is slim down those bezels, and it should start with 256 gigs of storage and have 16 gigs of RAM. And this year it'll be in line with the rest of the Pixel 9s because this and everything else in the lineup will have that Tensor G4. It would make sense for the profile to have that Tensor G4 if it's coming out with the rest of the lineup, but overall the G4 this year from Google doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge upgrade over the G3. And actually we reported at Android Authority that this would be the last time that Samsung and Google will do a partnership on the Tensor chip, because for the Tensor G5 they're going solo, which means that they could and should be having a much bigger upgrade when it comes to the Pixel 10, but that is a whole different video. There will almost certainly be a whole host of new AI features when it comes to the Pixel 9s later this year, but as of where we are right now, we don't know what they might be. We reported on Android Authority that the Pixel 9s might just get satellite connectivity, which is niche, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. We'll almost certainly see the mammoth 7 years of updates continue with the Pixel 9s, and we could even see Google ditch Google Assistant here and come up with a new assistant called Pixie. And honestly, you might never have heard of this, but there is enough rumors and enough stories flying around where this genuinely could come to the Pixel 9s. So not long until we can finally see exactly what that Pixel 9 is all about. Even though it is only a few weeks away, we still don't have an official release date yet. Let me know in the comments though, what do you think of the Pixel 9s based on the info that we have so far? Is the Tensor G4 just not a big enough upgrade for you to ditch your current Pixel, or is the dangling carrot of a smaller, more compact Pixel 9 Pro just too much for you to pass up this year? Let me know, I'm genuinely curious. Subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel before you head off as well, and if you do that, then I'll see you in the next video.